Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. And if you're in Florida, happy summer. School's out. All right, school's out. That could be good or bad for a lot of you guys. Hey, I love it. My daughter's actually in camp today, so it's not too crazy here yet. But yeah, summer fun, vacations, spending time with the family, things like that. I know up north where I was from in Pennsylvania, school let out a little bit later, more towards the end of June. But here in Florida, we let out a little early in right? Friday was the last day. So yeah, happy Monday, everybody. Another exciting day at Decor Steels. Steels, brand new main daily deal to show you guys that we're really excited about. You can get a sneak peek right behind me. But yeah, I'll get into that in 1 second. As always, I'm Mike from Decor Steels. I'm here on live shopping experience. Best way to view this is on the Shop app. So if you haven't downloaded it, download the Shop app. Find us Decor Steels store. Follow us and set the notifications on. So you'll get notified every time we go live. You'll see some great updates. You'll get early access to some products, things like that. And most importantly, you'll accumulate some shop cash along the way as you shop. And that can be used on Decor Steels or really anything. But hey, we want you to use it on Decor Steels, right? But yeah, that's free cash. So check it out. And best thing about this, when you're viewing on the Shop app, or if you're viewing from the live shopping page on our website, you can shop directly in the video, so you don't have to worry about going to the site or anything like that. I'm featuring the main steel. I think on the top left, you can see the little product floater there. Otherwise, you can click down below and you can view all the products that I have in this sale, which are today's daily deals. And I threw in a couple of the other ones from over the weekend that I didn't want you to miss out on because they're about to sell out. So yeah, let me get into it. All right, you want to see the deals. So let me show you today's daily deal. I'm going to play a video for you. So we have this video in the background, but I'm going to show you because I have these here with me. So this video is from Simply Andrews @ Simply Andrews _ on Instagram. Give her a follow. She has these styled in her home. But yeah, so this is, if you're familiar with some of the recent series that we had. So we have our interchangeables, which are the solar light pillars that go outside. You can switch out the panels. They produce like a really cool glow for different, based on the panels. So we have, like spider webs and we had some floral, some stars for patriotic, things like that. So this is another series that we just launched today. We're calling this our Switch a Print series. Okay, so these are the botanical versions of the first of its kind, the first to launch the series, the Botanicals. Okay, this is the botanical wall art. So this is the one with like the white flower in it. They're really nice size. Here, you've already seen the video from Simply Andrews, so let me expand myself here. All right, so you can see here the wooden frame. It has like a white inside border as part of the frame, and then the middle part here is the print. So this is a really nice size. I can't even fit this all in the video frame here. But let me tell you the size of each. They're 30 inches in height. Okay, so really nice size to these. And there's two. You got a set of two. 30 inches in height, 18 inches in width, 1 inch in depth. Let me show you the back real quick. So all here is sawtooth hanger. Excuse my dog barking in the background. And let me show you the other one before I show you how we can switch these out. All right, so here's the second one. It says, more of a reddish floral here and like a white, I would say hydrangea down below. Really nice wall art piece here. And let me get the two of them together a little more up close for you guys. There you go, side by side. Really cool wall art pieces. All right, so let me get into why, other than just being a really nice piece of wall art, really nice size to put on your wall, lean up against the wall. You have it on a mantle or shelf, just to really stand out and really make that statement on your wall. These are the newest series. So, like you saw in the earlier video from Simply Andrews, you can take the prints out. So you just you slide these little hooks over, and then you will pop out the print. All right. There we go. The print just pops out. All right, so Yeah, and if you see the video on our site, you could just use the frame by itself. Like if this is more this, yeah, these florals I guess are a little more summery, a little more, spring summery. But I mean, they can really be used for every day. A really nice print, really nice floral design. But if you want to take this out and you're kind of in between seasons, I mean, you could technically use the frame, get a little creative, put something in the middle of it. Frame out an actual like faux or real floral stems. You can put a planter in the middle of it. You can get a little creative just using the frame by itself. But the whole idea is to swap out the prints. So we're going to release prints just like we do with the interchange glows, with the signs of the seasons. They're going to be released, periodically throughout the year for different seasons, different holidays. So we'll offer the option of buying the frame, by itself, or buying the prints by itself. So getting in right now with the inaugural piece of the series, you're going to get both, so you don't have to worry about the frames anymore. So going forward, all you need are the prints to swap in and out. So what's good about that? One, look how thin this is. It's made of wood, but the print is pretty thin itself. So for storage, you don't have to keep buying all these big giant frames. And I know me personally, I just cleaned out my garage this weekend and it's a total disaster, especially with all decor pieces and stuff like that. So having a nice option for storage to really, all you have to do is store these prints. You can lay them flat and they take up pretty much no space. Throw them in a bin, just stack them on a shelf or just, slide them in wherever you can. I mean, it's perfect. You don't have to worry about, and the frame's pretty big. So not having to worry about multiple frames like this is key. So swapping out the prints, storage, one. Two, I mean, like I said, right now is the best time, best value you're going to get to get the full piece, the frame and the prints together. And then going forward, all you have to worry about is the prints. So in terms of value, in terms of, being budget friendly, going forward, just having to grab the new prints, you're going to get your best bang for your buck. All right. Anything else? Any other questions on there? Sarah's filling in some of the information as we go. Thank you, Sarah. Classic arch design. This is really vintage charm. Arches are really big, the past couple years, really. So, we have a nice arch design here. And yeah, there's nothing else really for these. So any other questions, just throw them on the comment channel and I'll try to address them along the way. But this is, again, our botanical wall art. First of its kind for our switch a print series, swapping in and out the prints. Set of two. This is the best value you're going to get right now to get these, because you'll get the frame and the prints together. And then, like I said, all you need to worry about going forward is grabbing the prints for each season, each holiday, and then swap them in and out. All right, so let's get on to some of the other steals for today. Let me show you. I'm going to bring up the second deal of the day. So I just have some pictures here for this one. Sorry, I'm on my computer over here, bringing up the pictures. But let me get you these guys. All right, so this is, I'm featuring it right now, so you can click on it above. So you've seen these before. These are making a comeback. These are our found, repurposed antique cowbell stands. And they also come in a set of two. So you can see below in the image, this is, them by itself, not styled. So these are found. So if you're not familiar with found, with Decor steals, we've been doing this series, this category collection for quite some time. Found is like true antique. So, they search farms, they search different countries. These are like true antique items that, may or may not be repurposed. In this case, we're adding the metal stands, we're repurposing these true antique, repurposed wooden cowbells, and making them into, pretty much like a planter. So you can't see the inside here, but some of the other pictures I have show some florals inside of it. So this one is from Marlin Designs. She had some like Christmas florals, fake faux florals to put into one cowbell here. And here's another one that our very own Jana did. She put more of like, I guess you would call those succulents, right? I don't know. I don't know for a fact, but putting in some fresh florals into them as well. So you can get creative with these. Now, again, if you're not familiar with found, so found, like I said, it's true antiques. So these are repurposed woods. These are actual antiques that we started with here. So every single piece is going to be a little unique. So that's the beauty of that. So what you see here, is going to be similar, but you're going to have variations in the size, a little bit in the size. You're going to have variations a little bit in the color, a little bit in the style, even. So we have, if you go on our site, decorsteels.com, you can click on the cowbells and you can check out. We have a couple different variations in the images, so you can check out and get an idea of some of the different variations that you could get. But yeah, these are sculpted organic shapes. Again, cowbell shapes, but different shapes. Whenever that, they'll all be different. The sleek metal stand was added for height and a little bit of like a modern flair to it. And then each cowbell stand is around 13 inches in height, 6 inches of width, 6 inches in depth. All right. You can use them as a planter, or they look great standalone, just with that organic charm to them. To subscribe to your channel. Thank you for subscribing. All right. So let's go on to deal number 3. Feature that guy right here, and I have this one with me as well, so let me go back. I'm actually sitting on it. All right, so this one's going to be a little tough to show you, but let me get up here. All right, and I'm going to try picking it up and showing you guys, but this is our woven rattan. I hope I'm saying that right. Rattan? Someone told me like rattan. I don't think it's rattan though, right? It's rattan. Throw it in the comments. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Rattan. Woven rattan wooden bench. Has a metal base to it. Nice little cushion here. I wouldn't say white, more of like a cream, like an off-white. Let me show you the cushion real quick. But yeah, the arms are the wrapped woven. Weight limit 600 pounds. Okay, so this guy is sturdy. I put this together yesterday. I'm about 200 pounds. I have full confidence getting up on this thing, moving around. This is not going anywhere. All right. 600-pound weight limit. Total dimensions, 48 inches in width. It's a really nice size. As you can see, it doesn't even fit into the camera frame here. 17.5 inches in depth, 21.5 inches in height. That'll be the height of the arms here. Now, best thing about this guy, not only is it really cool design, the rattan, it primarily is like boho coastal vibes, but I mean, it really, the look of this bench kind of carries across any style really, but, boho and boho and coastal is kind of where you see this style mostly, but let me show you the best thing about this. I grabbed the screenshot like we like to do, and it's not coming up that great, but all right, you'll get the idea. Sorry, I didn't crop it correctly here. A little unprofessional on my part, but pulled up this very, very similar bench on other sites. The first, they're both the same price. They're about just under $600. Wayfair and then Birch Lane is the other one. Pretty much a $600 bench that you're getting at the Decor Steels for a fraction of the cost. Okay, and on top of that, today only, an extra 25% off on the Decor Steels price. All right. So don't miss out for your chance for this bench. You might have seen it before. We had it as a deal before. Brought it back. Really cool bench, and really great value out of it today. One more time with the bench. Show you the wrapped woven arms underneath with the metal base. 600-pound weight limit. Again, you're not going to beat the value. You're not going to beat the price anywhere for this style bench. All right. That's all I have for you today. Like I said, there's a couple other deals if you want to shop in the video. If not, go check out our site, decorsteels.com, if you're viewing from social media or any other channel. Jen, I just bought a similar bench last week for $350. There you go. That $350 is a great price compared to, the price I just showed you guys, but that's still triple what we have this bench here for today. So check it out. You're not going to beat the value there. Thanks, Jen, for sharing that. All right, that's all I have for you today. Okay, stay tuned for the next live coming up soon. We have a lot of events coming up, a lot of exciting deals coming up in June. So again, happy summer, everybody, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, I'll leave this up for another minute so you guys can finish checkout. See you guys later.